So, what am I going to do with this tractor once it's done? Try and sell it, keep it. If I sell it, it needs to be quite a bit of money because there's lots of money in parts in there, which has got to go flow onto the next tractors, which I need back. Do I give it away if I get enough subscribers and enough viewing hours on the Tube of You to make it viable and pay for it that way? Or do I do a raffle and sell tickets? I don't know. I'd have to ask ChatGPT on how to do that and sort of, weigh up the options. But if anyone's got an idea of what I should do, whack a comment down below. Innit? So I've got a big day planned. I've had the bonnets both sandblasted. They look pretty good. This one's got a couple of little rust holes in it to repair. Just down there, I'll just cut that part out, make a new bit, pop it in. And there's another one this side, just at the front there. A couple of little holes up here, both sides. I have beaten them around a little bit because they were bent. I've just got to do a bit more on that one to get it nice and straight. And that'll be a good bonnet. This is the original bonnet off the tractor. It's full of lead filler. So, been in the wars at some stage, but it's been repaired way back in the day when they still used lead. So it's done properly. And then I've got my wheels. I'm just tidying them up a little bit. They've been sandblasted. Just any little pitting in them, I'm just putting a little bit of filler in to make it look nice. There's the rest of them there. Front rims are both lovely. So they're going to be going in the spray booth. I'm going to be cleaning up the tyres, masking them up, whacking them in the spray booth, priming them and painting those, and hopefully getting them on the tractor over this weekend. Rest of the front end's all together. Also got some more bits turned up. So my light, the tail light, I've painted it all up nicely. That's going to go on here, just there. But what I've got, because if I just chuck that straight on there, it's just going to end up going rusty because it will wear through on the edges and that'll look crap. So what I've got, I looked on my old faithful Temu and I found this little rubber strip channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whack a strip of that right around the edge of this, like that. And then when that goes on, it won't wear through the paint and I think it looks nice, finishes it off, looks more professional, doesn't it? So what I'll do is I shall cut some bits of this, pop it on, then that can be fitted, and it's another little job done, another step closer to where we want to be. Then I'm going to get on with the rims. Look, bloody $1 million with wheels on it, wouldn't it? Especially when they're all shiny. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut that stuff and make this up. There you go. That should stop that rubbing through. Marvellous. And then on the headlights, I'm going to do the same thing with these little bits go onto the side and they fit on the headlights. So I'm going to super glue that on there and that'll stop that rubbing through. Got 2 of those to do. Just the little bits, isn't it? It's the little bits. So I've decided to go for a nice brand new grille on this one. So these turned up the other day. And there's also a front panel. So they're going in the spray booth. Just got to key them up a little bit with a Scotch pad. Then they can hang up, ready to be painted. I've pretty much prepped most of the wheels. I've got another centre of the rim. Just it's been galvanised, it's a bit rough, so I'm just cleaning it up with a bit of filler just to make it look pretty. Both the rims are nearly done. They just need a little bit of TLC here and there. A couple of little kind of rust marks in them. They've all been sandblasted, obviously. Front wheels to do, and then I can get in the spray booth, paint all this, and that's everything painted apart from the bonnet then. Once that's all primed, I can start doing the bonnet. Right, it's that time now. All the bits are ready to go. All hung up, clean, dusted off. Wheels are all prepped, wrapped up. There's a new water pump I'm going to put on that one because that one was a bit funny on there, a little bit noisy, so it's getting changed. There's all our other bits. Next thing, mix up primer in the old wangle jiggler there, and then we'll throw a bit of primer around. Oh, look at that. got 3 wheels on it. That's definitely looking more like a tractor now, isn't it? I've just got to put some wind in the front tyres. That tyre's got to come off still and have a new inner tube put in it, because I think it's been damaged somewhere along the line, because you try to pump it up and it just comes out the side. So new inner tube in that one, and the other one's still in the spray booth. But yeah, it's come along very nice. All brand new wheel nuts, all brand new studs through the wheels as well. Marvellous. So just before this wheel goes on, I thought I'd better wire the light up. So as period correct as I can get, I know they didn't have sticky pads or cable ties, but I've got the correct connectors on there, and I've got some sleeving that looks like old cloth, so hopefully it looks all right once the wheel's on. In it. There we go, on all 4 wheels. So here's the bonnet I'm going to use. I've already just welded up the 2 fractures that were through there. Next thing is see what I'm going to do about these holes. There's only a couple. I might even put a bit of brass behind there and just weld them through. See if that works. There's a few more there, but that's that bit. A couple more holes down here. So hopefully you can see that in there. There's a little bit of brass. No, what I'm going to try to do is just tack weld through there. In theory, it shouldn't stick to the brass, and I can fill the holes up. Then I just got to grind them off, do a bit of metal finishing, and then that side's done. Then it's just the other side, same thing. Just give it a little crack, see what happens, eh? Shouldn't take too much anyway. Let's have a little crack. Let's fill that one in. And that has filled that one in. Now the next thing, take off the clamp, and hopefully the brass falls off, which it does, look at that. So, a couple of little burn marks on it, but nothing really, it just wipes off, look at that. So now I can do the other side. So I'll do that and then we'll grind them up. Right, so that's those parts patched up. And that brass works fantastic, saves so much mucking around. Otherwise we'd have had to cut that out and made some plates and shaped it and folded it and whatever. So that's saved me a lot of time. All I've got to do now is just metal finish it, and these are done. Then I'm going to have to measure where the headlights go. There's a tractor outside which has got headlights where I want them. So I'm going to copy that, so I'll measure where they go. Clean up the rest of this bonnet, find any little dents and dings and see if I can knock them out and fill them, and then I've got to weld some new studs onto the bonnet rails. Stop the bonnet opening too far. I've got some I think they're 1/4 UNC bolts kicking around somewhere. I can just cut these off and weld those on, straighten them out, paint them all separately. As I said, I'll prime it, paint the edges, paint the insides, assemble it, then get it in the spray booth once it's all assembled, and give the whole thing a nice coat of paint as it's going to be on the tractor, with the grille in it and the new front panel, the whole thing. So it'll get one coat of paint to finish it. But yeah, life that while you're putting it together, you're going to balls it up, chip the paint or whatever. I don't want to do that, so yeah, I was going to metal finish this now. Go and turn my wind machine back on. So I'm just going to metal finish these bits. So I'll come back and show you when that's finished. I've just gone over this bonnet with a DA, and that'll show me it has shown me any little tiny low spots, one there, a couple up here, just little tiny ones. I've beat them out so there's not going to be a massive great big dollop of filler in there, but just a little tiny bit. That one needs a little bit more, but once I've got them out and I'm satisfied, I'll give this whole thing a smear of filler, and then we can smooth it all. So here we go. I may have jumped ahead a little bit, but anyway, that bonnet is all primed now. Just needs a bit of a flat off, just to take out any imperfections, but that's done. There's one side panel, same with that, and there's the other side panel. Again, any little imperfections I'll pick up now in the primer, and before I top coat, just take care of them. But they're looking pretty good. There's a couple of little tiny bits, but squeeze me, nothing too terrible. Everything else is primed. These are fixed, all studs welded on again. And there we go. So I'll leave that to dry properly. Then I'll get a bit of a scratch coat on it, and then it's ready for top coat. As again, I'll do underneath first and the edges on everything, then I'll assemble it, and then it can come back in here again. But I'm quite happy with that bonnet. It's very, very straight. I've got a really big, long, flat block, which is just here. Hold on a minute. That there, which is really good for nice long panels. They get some dead flat. And guess where I got that from? Very right, Temu, isn't it? Marvellous.